is your home ready for replacement windows? The first thing is, well, we do replacement windows in 2 and 3 year old homes. It's incredible. It's like, we just sold a very large job, and the customer was having second thoughts, and I, as a manager, contacted them to see if it was something we were doing or what the process was. And the guy was just so angsty. He's like, we lived in a house and we replaced the windows in it. And then we moved and built this house. And he said, when we built this house, the builder assured us we were putting in good windows. He said, because I didn't want to go through the process again. And he goes, and it's 2 years later, and they have seal failure between the glass, air infiltration around the window, and a couple of windows were almost impossible to open. And he's like, I've called the builder. There's no warranty after the first year of the builder. The window companies that sold the windows to the builders, like, there's only a 1 year warranty, but the builder probably misinstalled them, and everybody's blaming everybody. It's a 2 year old home. Spent a lot of money to build the home. It wasn't some cheap home or, cracker box or anything like that. It was a nice home. And he's just disgusted that now he's spending more money to replace windows in a 2 year old home. So the answer is, your home could need windows as soon as 2 years, but it may not either. I'm not trying to say that every 2 year old home needs windows or anything like that. As far as the preparation for it, there isn't a whole lot the homeowner has to do for us to replace the windows. We're pretty much a full service company. Furniture moving and things like that, if you have a headboard in front of windows or a computer system or TV or aquarium or something like that, we're not going to move those kind of things. But other than that, just, to slide a table over or to move some chairs or stuff like that, every home's ready to have replacement windows. So it's a simple process. There's all kinds of codes when you build your house. And one of the codes is the insulation that you put in your walls and the insulation that you put in your attics. And those numbers have greatly increased over the decades. In the old days, they used to insulate homes with newspaper, really and truly. Now we put all kinds of fiberglass insulation in the walls, and you can even upgrade to what's called icene or lysine or something like that. It's a foam insulation that's a liquid that solidifies inside the walls. You used to put R20 in an attic. Now the minimum is R39. It's almost double. And then some companies will go up to R51 and things like that. So they've done all these huge things to make your home more insulating. And the only thing that they've done on the codes for windows is they went from single glass storm windows with a storm window to it has to be double glass. Now, a few areas require a tint on the glass called low E. A few areas require a gas inside it called argon. But that's the minimum that you have to do. And so that's what builders do, is the minimum. And so you're putting in windows that, yes, they're more efficient than the old window is, but they're still way inefficient compared to what's available, particularly with a triple glass Thermo King window. Then you have the obvious signs like, you can see rot, you can see damage, you can see it breaking down, seal failure where it's cloudy or foggy in between the glass, hard to open, hard to close, doesn't lock right, moisture infiltration. There's all kinds of signs at doing it, but it's not always the obvious ones. It's your utilities is a good sign.